Hang on a second. I was unsure. I was unaware I'm even live. I never hit the go live button, but whatever. You guys hear me? I see Canadian Silver Seeker. I see Space Miner. I seen Pang talking smack about GSR. Yeah, he was. Yeah, there will be no talk about GSR on this live stream, nor will there be talk about the DCA. It's going, or even silver, because we'll be talking about copper. Hang on, let me shut the furnace off. I didn't even know it was live. Hang on. There we go. Make it a little bit better down here. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But I got some copper in my pockets from work that all goes into the copper box. This that's all copper, but you know what? I better not. Yeah, we'll do that one. Got to separate the number 1 from the number 2. That's what I'm really doing. That's good number 1 right there. Oh yeah, look at these good pieces of number 1. Look at this. Yeah, this is all left over from a job. This is a good piece. I'm gonna actually save this for an upcoming job. Well, you know what? I got a kink in here. Screw it. This is going in this. This is going in the recycling box to be sent to the scrapyard for cash. This is good number 1. Look at how bright that is. That's nice. My scrapyard will ding you on the difference between something like this and something like this. This is number 1. Okay, there's no paint. There's no solder joints. Who cares? You know, I'll take this tape off, obviously, but because it's dingy, they'll say that's number 2. I mean, I get it. You know, it's different colors, but this is still number 1. There's no solder joints. There's no paint. But I don't like to be questioned, and I definitely don't like to be dinged in price, because it's probably at least a 30-40 cent difference between number 1 and number 2. So we won't ask no questions. Got some more. This is all like, you know, I was doing a job, so I cut the pieces off and I saved it. This is definitely from a job. Does anyone even know what copper is? I heard it was $5. And if it's $5, you get about 4 at the scrapyard. They always ding you for about $1. Send it all to me for some pours. Yeah, you can buy it off me. FG Stacker, when he runs out of copper, he's actually going to get a box from me, which, while we're on that subject, let's pick out a box from him. He won, I think this is a good box right here. He won, when I was on Fish's live stream, he won the Guess the Number. I think that's a good enough box. He won Guess the Number, and Fish is going to send him a swag pack, and I said I would too. So my swag pack to him is going to be, I'm going to fill this box up with copper. I'm going to send it to him. I like that idea. So this will be FG Stacker's box. This I think I'm going to save for a job, because this is a bend that I put on the pipe with my bender, and I put these little things to make it airtight. Not that it's airtight, still air in it, but I might use this for a job, because I still have one more evaporator I got to braze, and instead of using a 90, a copper 90, I can just use this and just use, well, yeah, because I can go in with a coupling, and on this side I'm coupling it. I think I'm going to save this. If I don't use it, then I'll scrap it. Mini pimp cane. Well, yeah, it's only a foot long. You gotta be a midget or dwarf. I don't want to offend any midgets or dwarfs. What do they call little people? Can't call them hobbits. I think that pisses them off. Of course I pay. Yeah, well, I would charge you what I would get at the scrapyard. So $4 a pound. Tell me how many pounds you want, and you got to pay the shipping. It's like $16. So I don't know if you get Supreme if you got a good copper source, but this box on the ground here, this is box number 4. Under there, there's 3 more boxes full of copper. Number 1. There's also 3 boxes of number 2 out in the garage, which I showed on a video. And I might have to use the vise for this. That's all going to the scrapyard. I wouldn't want anyone to melt number 2 because it has oil and stuff. Oil and solder joints, brace joints, and I don't know if, when you guys melted, you want it to be 999 pure copper, right? I'm sure. So I almost forgot about sending this to FG. I know I told them I was going to do it. No, you guys don't see the vise. Hang on, get that in the picture. $4 a pound, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'll fill this with copper. Send that to FG Stacker. This way he won't melt any silver buffalo. He can just melt copper. Because he likes to melt silver buffalo. I have Supreme Ginger. You're not in the habit of melting down buffalo. That's terrible. That's on the unacceptable list of things to say is I melt silver buffalo. Which, by the way, tomorrow, Eastern, 10 a.m., me and Liberty Bleeds are going live on his channel. And we're going to be talking about my recent video about unacceptable things to say in the silver community. And one of them is, I melt silver buffalo. It's unacceptable. To be saying that and to be doing that. I don't like it. Sheep. Okay. I don't get much wire because I'm not an electrician. Oh my goodness. That's rough. What a pussy. Yeah, that ain't bending easy. Dang. Okay, there we go. It's gonna be tough bending this 7/8. I'm gonna have to bend it over here. See, I might not be able to go smaller. West Texas, what's up? Just scrapping some copper. Yeah, well, keep in mind, everyone watching, if you find the Highland Mint, it'll say HM on it. I need the 2023, and I'm bleeding. How the heck? What did I even get cut on? I'm not into the live stream. I'm just going to bleed. That's terrible. What the heck did I even do? I got to find some smaller copper to break up. Well, that can go in FG's box right there. This can go in. The Highland Mint, Buffalo. It'll say HM. I need the 2023. No, take that back. I have the 2023 probably here because I got, this all came in the mail today. Package, and a letter, which I believe is from Bob. Depth from below Bob. I definitely need the 2024. I think I need the 2022. But I have the 2026, the 2025, Yes, keep your eyes open for the 2024. That's what Monument Metal screwed me on. And keep your eyes open for the 2022. And the 2007 Silvertown. Those are the ones I need. I'm not trying to break this. This is not going to break easy. That goes in the big box. And this is 1 1/8. That's going in the big box. Big box. Yeah. There we go. Okay. What else? Let's break up this big roll here. Because this is 5/8. I can break this up easy. Let's get all this out of here. So the reason why I'm doing this on a stream, yeah, of course I'm scrapping, is because I made a video on this one time, and somebody actually put in the comments, why don't you do this live? I would love to watch you do this. I'm like, okay, if you want to listen to me talk while I do this, that's cool. I forget who it was, but I'm like, sure. Anything for a fan of the channel. I can't believe I cut myself. This is bull. It's not bleeding anymore. I don't even know what I did. This is 5/8. This is all refrigeration copper. ACR, if they want to call it, that. There is no 5/8 in water. So 1/2 inch water is 5/8 refrigeration, and 3/4 water is 7/8. So like, this is 3/4 refrigeration. There is no 3/4 refrigeration water size. It doesn't exist. Let's see if that fits in the box. It does not, so I'll break that down. And I know FG's got my stickers, so I don't need to send them any. Every time he does a video, I can see my sticker. He already told me he's got my stickers. So the swag pack he'll get is just going to be some copper. I don't have my new stickers yet. I'm working on them. Fish is working on them. Really excited to see what he comes up with. This box here for FG is pretty full almost. Probably should weigh it. That weighs a couple pounds. That's pounds, not ounces. So he's going to be able to get a lot of 1 ounce rounds out of this. Listen, Emerald. This workbench, when my grandfather died in 2014, was his. I brought... That was my wife texting me. I brought this bench as well as all the other benches and everything else from his workshop. That thing over there, that's from his workshop. This whole bench, that vise, like that vise probably came out of like some factory somewhere. That, all this. Okay, stop texting me, wife. She's gonna text me all day. Those are DeWalt tools because brand new in the box. This bench over here, this toolbox, that was his. That one back there is mine. All this stuff was his, and I brought the whole thing from his house into my basement. So yeah, it's probably 100 years old. This freaking, that's his hat up there. Drill press. All this stuff was his. That picture back behind the Bud Light is great grandma. That's his mom. That's my great grandmother. So yeah, there's a lot of history down here. A lot of history. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay, now that I have this all set up, this box is pretty full. I don't think I can get any more in there. Maybe a little bit more. cheese stacker. He sent me his address. I don't think he has a P.O. box. I gotta come way over here to see the phone. Yeah, this was all empty. There was nothing down here. I'm right behind the furnace. And when he died in 2014, none of his sons, I have a dad, obviously, and 2 uncles, so my grandfather's 4 sons, none of them wanted any of this stuff. They were like, just take it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Took me 2 weeks to bring everything, a little bit at a time. All right, my next task is to try and grab everything off the table without showing my face. I can't show my face because then people will unsub to my channel. They'll be like, Silver Cigars, why are you so ugly? And I'll be like, I don't know, I was born that way. Okay. This is just going to be, we're going to pull this as number 1. Number 1. Going in the number 1 box. I got to pull all the insulation off this crap down here. I'm not saving any of that. That's all Engine 8's going to get recycled to the scrapyard. It's kind of too big right here. This is 5/8. I've got tons of this stuff. So I'll probably break this over my knee. Like, man. Oh, without trying to trip. Almost just fell. Never even use it. I use it more for mini splits and air conditioning or split systems, because once you hit about 2 tons, you're already at 3/4, and we pretty much don't put in anything under 2 ton. It's usually 5 ton, which is 7/8. This crap here, this 1 1/8, that came from a 5-ton unit that I did. I could have ran 7/8. So it was short. That was such a pain in the butt too, running that. It kept kinking. It sucked. It was bad. Plus the help I had was terrible. Let's see. What are we going to do here? It all has to get taken off. This is probably like 20 pounds right here. That's good money. Good money right here, buddy. That won't even buy me an ounce of silver. Look at this mother. Look at this load. It is from Metal Gear Solid. I'm glad you're the only guy in the history of my YouTube channel to ever figure that one out. Someone might have said something a long time ago, but yeah, that's from Metal Gear Solid for PS1. Arguably the best PlayStation 1 game in history. I'm sure there's someone who want to debate me and say, oh, it's Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil's gay. I never liked it because it was too hard. But Metal Gear Solid, that was the game. I don't know how I'm going to break this up. This is going to be, it's going to be a task. I have to open up the vise a little bit more and see if I can't break it. I can go a little bit bigger because, let's see, the box is big. Oh, dang. I'll be here for a while. Gonna be here for a while. Oh, yeah. I should probably just weigh this, see what I get for just all this stuff. Who gives a crap? It's all all goes in the same box. Yeah, I'm gonna be here all day doing this. I'm gonna have to try and break off bigger pieces. Should have brought a beverage down here. Oh, I got that Bud Light over there. I can drink that. You see the Bud Light? Yeah, it's back there. Hacksaw? Well, it's not wire. It's 1 1/8. Refrigeration copper. No hacksaw. Sawzall. Even my bandsaw. My bandsaw will go through this quicker. It's going quick. Be all right. I just make sure I break enough so it'll fit in the box. Yeah, we're all good. This will work good. I usually do this out in the garage, but it's winter. It's cold. It's actually not that cold out. We didn't even get any snow for Christmas. Got gypped on that. It was like 50 and rain. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I can't see how many people are on. Oh, there's 7 people watching. Cool. I don't get very many views. Some of these guys get 30, 40, 50 people watching. Not on my channel. Well, after this, I just got a little bit of a mini split line set, which I'm saving the 3/8 because I'm running low on that. I do have more jobs coming up. Not next week because I'm on vacation, but when I come back, I got one more evaporator I got to brazen. I might need a little bit of 3/8. And then I got a mini split line set I got to move, which I got to buy that. I got to buy a 50 footer at least. And what my brother was a police officer. Akron. I just mentioned Akron the other night. No, I don't live in Akron. That's a half-hour drive for me. But I was working in there the other day, and I called it Crackrin because it's a dump. It's no different than Cleveland, but it's a rough. It's like any Democratic run crap hole. I should break this up even more. Yeah, you know who lives in Akron? Silver Slayer. The guy that everyone doesn't like because he's a silver pusher. He lives downtown Akron. I know exactly the building he's in, too. You know, someone who is high profile as him, has 100,000 subscribers, and probably a stack of silver, larger than most of us. He made the mistake of like doing a walkthrough of his new apartment, and I'm like, oh, okay. Let me just see what I can see. And he's showing out the window, and I'm like, oh, there's the stadium. Oh, there's like Main Street. Oh, and I picked his building out in like 2 minutes flat. I'm like, you know, I think I would want to like stay a little bit more low key. Once you know it, a year, 2 years later, his apartment got broken into. They kicked the door in. And he must keep his silver off site. I think he keeps his silver at his parents' house or something, but he didn't lose any silver. But yeah, they did kick his door in. So someone must have recognized him, found out where he lived, and went and kicked his door. He did a video on it too. So I don't think that was smart to show his apartment. No, he's not the one that cold calls. I'll say that's Seeker, Silver Seeker. I gotta get this cap off. Probably gonna need to grab the knife. I don't want to cut it, I just want to push it off. 1948, 5 peso in today. That's cool. Is that gold? Said hi. Edgar. What's up, Edgar? I can't, if I'm standing to my right, I would be more closer to the device. I can't see the chat, so I'll try and get to everyone in the chat when I come back over here. Try and get this damn cap off because they will ding you for this cap because it's plastic. They're real sticklers at the scrapyard. I imagine they get a lot of scammers and people trying to throw stuff that's not copper in. I'll tell you what, that box is getting pretty full. I love it. See, like this I would never do number 1 because they're going to complain about it. It's oily. So that would be number 2. Everything over here, including this nasty piece of shit here. I was using this for jobs. This came from the shop. I'm not saving it no more. Just because it's been used on so many jobs. And I don't have the insulation for it, so it's getting scrapped. It did its job. If I grab a piece of scrap copper from the shop, 5-footer, 10-footer, and I use it on like 6 jobs, they more than enough made up for that piece of copper because anyone else would scrap it, but no, I save it because sometimes like my job is to go and put a unit in that's being replaced. So most of the copper is there. I just need like a little 1-footer to connect it. So I save stuff like this, and I can just cut a little 1-footer off and use it. But this has been used so many times. We're done with this. It'll find a new home at the scrapyard. I'll throw this in my number 2 box. It'll be turned into cash, which will be turned into silver. I need copper to go to like $6 or $7. I will take the load that's in the garage in. I will take everything underneath, all the boxes underneath in. I got about 700 pounds of copper aluminum. I'll take that in. A nice payday. I'm not hurting for cash, so it can all sit in the garage until either I'm working down there because I go to the scrapyard that's an hour and a half from my house. They have hands down the best prices in the state. And what I mean by that is you try and get a single scrapyard, try and turn in a copper aluminum coil, $1 a pound. $1 a pound. You go to the scrapyard an hour and a half away, $1.80 a pound. It's insane what they give you at the Cleveland scrapyards. I think it's because there's so much competition. They can charge what they can pay what they want, whereas the one that's an hour and a half away, it's in the country, and I don't think they get a lot of business. But I don't know. One of my coworkers turned me onto that place, and I've been going there for years. I was gonna sell my same thing. Like I'm on vacation, so like I could go Monday. I could grab the work van, fill it up, go Monday, Tuesday, probably closed Wednesday because it's New Year's Eve. Probably closed Friday, but I could go turn it in, but I'm gonna hold on to it for sure. All right, now this is from a mini split. If you guys watch YouTube videos where they install Mr. Cools, they buy these that are. This was not pre-charged, by the way. This is a true mini split line set, and I just happen. I don't get stuff like this. I get a line set that looks like this. And I have to put the flares on it myself. So how I got this, it was expensive too. I only needed, let's see, this was a 15-foot. I needed 7 feet to finish the job. So I cut what I needed, used the flares, put it on. I'm going to save these because these are nice flares, nice flare nuts. I'll probably cut it off like right here. But the rest is going to scrap. I'm going to save the 3/8 because I'm low on 3/8. But 3/8 does not need to be insulated because it's the liquid line. It needs to be insulated on a mini split because it will sweat. Mini splits are different. I don't like mini splits. These books are hard to troubleshoot because they're from Japan. They do a lot of weird stuff. It's not ripping too easy. Look at the shit. Morning, y'all. JK, what up? NOLA. I don't know what that is. NOLA. Can't be a Florida. It has to be a Florida thing. North. No. Gotta be an easier way to get this crap off. This sucks. Hang on. I got my knife. Got an idea. Knife in this bad boy. If I tear it in half, I can separate it. Okay, or not. That's what's up. 3/8. Now I'm going to try and bend this a little bit smaller so I could throw it in my box. That's good. I might as well just leave it in my box as is with the flare on it. You never know. Okay, this goes into there. There we go. Now this will get scrapped. Man, I've been wanting to do this for like 3 or 4 months. I've had so much jobs going on. What are we thinking? I'm thinking I'm gonna save, because if I want to braise it, why would I save this? I mean, well, I won't be able to break it. I'll have to cut it off. I'll never get the nut off. But let's get broken right there. This is some good number 1 right here. That's nice. I'm reading this. 2 vintage GSM around anyway. Well, that's what's up. Oh, New Orleans. Okay. So it was not a Florida thing. Emerald Coast Stacker. Is that? I don't think I understood the coast part of your channel name. Is it because you live on like Daytona Beach or like Tampa, where you're on the coast of Florida? If I had to make an educated guess, I'd say that's the reason why. Dang, that box is getting filled. All right, one more. Yeah, so I have a good eBay story. Found a Golden State Mint round from it says 1849. Has a picture of a locomotive on it. The back says John Stevens. Don't know who he is or whatever. The guy wanted $65. I put it in my watch list because I've learned sometimes when you put it in your watch list, they'll come back a day later and take 5% off, which is a couple bucks. Next day, I get an email. it says seller has offered $50. Like 65 to 50, something's got to be wrong. It's got to be sterling silver. It's got to be, something's, not even an ounce. The description, everything says 1 ounce. The guy's got like 10,000 sales. He's got 99.9%, good rating. Like, and this is like the only piece of silver he has. Like, it's like, he's got a bunch of baseball cards for sale. So I'm pretty sure he got it in like he probably paid nothing for it. That's why he's happy to get 50. And the shipping was like $5. The downside was there's $4 in tax. So I paid $59 for this round. It's actually sitting here in one of these boxes. Hold on, I might just open this in the live stream. Except I'm not gonna know which package it is. Well, this is a guy's name. Let's just take a shot in the dark. Pensacola to Panama. Okay. There we go. I don't think I know where Pensacola is. Or Panama City. I know where Daytona Beach is. I know where Miami is. That's a HM. I gotta show you this round. I gotta show you guys this round. That's this one that I just opened has to be the 2023 Highland Mint. It is. Let's do this one real quick. I'll show these on a video later. You guys gotta see this Golden State Mint round. No one has ever seen anything like this. Because most of my Buffaloes no one has ever seen before. Some of these sellers really have some time on their hands where they tape this thing in and kind of crazy stuff. It's taped into paper, which is taped into paper, which is taped again. God dang it. Oh, this is it. Check this out. Check this thing out. This thing was $50. Yeah, Golden State Mint, John Stevens. I work with a guy that's John Stevenson. It's got a locomotive. 1849. Then, of course, on the back is a buffalo. $9.99 fine, silver, 1 troy ounce. Have not tested it, just took it out of the box, but yeah, $50. That sure sounds like silver. $5 shipping, $4 tax. Paid $59 for this bad boy. Couldn't believe it. This wasn't even on my list. I didn't even know this round existed. That's like every now and then I'm finding these rounds that are like, what the heck? All right, what's the last one? What would the last one be? Probably something not as cool, but what else we got going on Saturday? Nothing. I'm out of copper. Oh, I got something else to do. I gotta put all my fittings in a box. Hang on, let's open this real quick. And then I gotta fill my fitting box. That's one thing I wanted to do on the live stream. Show you what I'm working with. This is a Fort Knox one. I might not be able to open this bad boy up. Even with a knife. I might need my Sawzall for this one. It's just a silver round, guys. You already had it in a package. This one, what is this? Oh, this one I've been waiting for I've been looking for this one for a long time. I don't know why it's gold, heavily toned, but it's the 2018. I'm sorry, 20. See, I was right. They got it as the description as the 2018. I said that's a 16. And it has got a background that matches. I don't know what that background matches. It's not Silvertown, it's not Highland Mint, but who cares? In the corner written here, it says Real America, Real. I don't have anything like that. It's this front is the Silvertown design with the date on that side, no mint mark, but the buffalo on the back is not Silvertown. I don't know who makes this, but when it said Real America, Real Money. I was like, oh, I got to get that. That's awesome. Wait, is that question for me? Hang on, I'm going back. That's a great piece. Thank you. I'm still looking for eBay sellers that haven't upped their price. Yeah, JK, I hear what you're saying. Um, that sucks. Trying to chase these sellers that when silver moves a couple bucks, they move their prices a couple bucks when they've already had high premiums. Silver was 45, they're charging 50 plus the shipping and everything. I understand, the eBay fees and crap, but silver was 50, they were charging 60. It just kept going higher and higher. And you know, they're watching the thing. There was a guy selling the 2017 Silvertown forever, and every time silver moved a buck, he's jacking his price up. I shot him an offer and he turned me down. So I said, screw you. And I found it cheaper somewhere else. Screw that guy. Um, Let me see. Is there a number you have in mind when you plan to stop putting cash in the metals? I'm there. If you're asking me, I'm there. I met my financial goal months ago. I wanted 10% of my wealth to be in precious metals, and I'm there. I'm double that. I'm double that. So the only thing I'm buying now are enough stuff to fill my collections. That's why I bought that Tudor Beast. That was the number 8. I need the number 9, number 10. I have certain collections that still need to be filled, and I want to keep buying Buffalo. That's it. I don't have a 2026 Eagle. I'm not buying one. I'm not buying a 2026 Canadian Maple Leaf. I don't need to buy. I don't buy anything more generic. Nothing vintage. So yeah, I'm at the point where I'm done. 78 for vintage rounds. Well, if you see a Buffalo that I don't have for 78, you buy it because spot is 79. Absolutely. I don't know why this is gold, but look at that. That's kind of crazy. You could tell that it's. I'm gonna definitely have to test this one. Test them both. Well, I test them all, but this one, it's feeling the same. Whatever. Okay. Next thing I wanted to do. Gonna have to move this. Got a pretty good. But what the heck is going on here? Can't put that in there. That's almost filled. Get that out of the way. Yeah, look at that selection of DeWalt down there. Those are full of DeWalt stuff. I'm talking the oscillating tool, band saw, angle grinders, saws, just ridiculous amounts of stuff. That is full. Got the fan that I saw on Pang's channel. Just saw it today. Though that chainsaw, that's the backup chainsaw. It was on sale for $80. I'm like, well, I can't pass up a $200 chainsaw for $80. Brand new drill. That's the backup. Gotta have the DeWalt tools. Gotta have it. This is all number 2. It's all trash. Okay, get this over here. Set this up so that we can see what's going on in this box. So this all goes on my truck. This is stuff I use for work. But I I can make this go higher. This tripod is sweet. Dial that in, tighten this down. Angle grinder. I have the battery powered angle grinder. I have a corded one. That's good enough. Okay, this is all inch and an eighth. That's all for 3/8. And I got some 3/8 stuff here. That's all 3/8. This is all 3/8. We're gonna fill these things because that's empty. This is all just stuff from jobs. Boxes here. Okay, this is a 3/8 coupling. That goes in there. Okay. All this stuff looks like it's spilled. Pretty upset about it. Not really. Okay. Turns out there were several fake rounds. Oh, yeah, okay. Boy, I'm not... I'm seeing vintage rounds. Oh, no one put any comments here? All right, there we go. That's cool. I'll probably take all the 3/8. All right, this is a 45. Don't usually use 45s, but they'll go in there. Oh, I got a lot of 45s. I don't need that many. I don't need to buy any more. I got tons of fittings. Every time I go do a job, I'm like, whoa, let me go to the parts house and buy some fittings. I forget that I have all this stuff in these boxes, and it should be in my non-box. It should be in my, these are Street 90s. That goes in there. I think I got enough 45. I don't use 45. I don't even use 90s. I just use my bender. Wasting my time. What's in this big thing? Oh my god, this whole thing is full of 90s. Jeez, oh man. Well, I don't want to put the 90s in with the Street 90s, so I'm going to mix. I'm going to put some 90s down in this one. Because every now and then I do use a 90. Throw a couple down. I don't need them all. Alright, now what else do we got here? This is a 7/8 regular 90, which that seems to be well stocked. I'll get one more in there. I got some Street 90s there. What do I got in here? I need some, that's 3/4. I don't seem to have any 3/4. That seems to be all 7/8 stuff. Oh man, this is all going on my shelf. What is in this bag? This bag? See, I gotta stop buying stuff from Parts House. Oh my god, the whole thing's full of 90s. Stop buying them. Alright, well that goes on the shelf. It's all going on the shelf. Put them in this bag so they stay clean. This will not get recycled. This is all for a job. Oh wait, I got some 3/4 stuff. 7/8, 7/8. Oh yeah, here we go. What's on here? Oh man, this whole thing is 3/4. Cool. I can stock up my 3/4. All right, we got a 3/4 90. Let me see. Make sure that's 3/4. It's almost like that's not even long radius. It should all be long radius. That's bull. Oh, some of these are shorter. Some of these parts houses, they don't know what they're talking about. They just give you whatever. Oh, I got some 45s. Okay, well, I guess that will go. Wait a minute. Oh, I got 45s up there, but that's a street 45. Why would I have a street 45? Oh, 45's there, so that all goes in there. Now, what is this? This is 5/8. Yep, 5/8 street. Do I have any 5/8 streets? Nope, that all goes in there. Good, because I'm out of 5/8. Okay, this is all 5/8 street. Street. Cool. Cool. And this is a, oh, well, all this, that's full. That's all full. These are all 90s. 90s and Street 90s. That'll go back in this big box. Which will go on my shelf. Shelf. Oh my god, what is going on here? I got a whole nother big box. See, I gotta stop buying stuff for jobs. I bought all this stuff. This whole thing is full. Oh my goodness, all this 3/8. Oh, see, I gotta start going through all this stuff, and this stuff feels real thin too. This is Wolf Brothers crap. I could tell. I'll never go there. The difference between this and that, you could see it. I bet you could see it on camera. Look at this bull crap. Look at the size of the wall. Yeah. I wonder what I paid, too. This is a refrigeration fitting. This is some piece of crap. It doesn't even look a long radius. It's short, too. I'll never go to Wolf Brothers. This, and it's half the size of the wall. A bunch of crap. Well, I got street 90s. I got a whole bag full of 90s. Jeez, oh man. Goodness, how many even bought? I probably bought a dozen. I might as well use these on jobs and keep the good ones for myself. Because I'll never use those anywhere else. See, these are good fittings. These are good ones. See? Not Wolf Brothers. RSC. A real refrigeration supply house. Yeah, okay. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to save all this stuff. No one's saying nothing in the chat? Am I even online? It says I'm still counting down. Someone say something in the chat. Let me know that I'm still live. It's counting down. There we go. Scrap metal, thank you. Ooh, what's this? This is not 7/8. This is 7/8. I need those. Okay. Alright, I got 5 of them. Okay. Well, I got a nice stock of that all goes out in the garage. I don't know what to do about those. Those are 3/8 to half. I never use that, so I save all the little caps that come with the line sets. Garage. Got a nice box down there. Got a nice box for FG back there. All in all, I would say that today was a good day. Got the basement cleaned up. Got the van cleaned up. Yeah. It's all good. I think I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. And we will see you on the next one. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, me and Liberty Bleeds. They're going to be live on his channel. Going to be going over some hard-hitting stuff. Oh, you're still listening? I don't have anything else to do, really, though. Well, I'll go through this bag. We'll go through this bag. See what's in this bag. This is all Wolf Brothers crap. Even though it's in an RC bag. I can tell. Look at how thin this crap is. It's terrible. It's not even long radius. That's not long radius. What is that? Wolf Brothers. Is that even a real HVAC supply house? Look at this. When you ask for long radius, this is what you should get. Is this. This is what they give you. Not even close. Not even close. I should just scrap this. I really should, because it's so thin that I got 2 of them. These are all long radius ones. All these. These 2 are not. These go into FG. There you go. Piece of crap. What the heck? And you know I probably paid like $3 for those. Well, I didn't pay. My company paid, but all right. So we got all. That's a street 90, street 90, street 90, street 90, street, and elbow. Okay. Man, my 3/8 is stocked. What else do we got going on here? This is 5/8. 5/8. I'm sorry. 3/4 90s, 90s, 90s. Do I have street 90s? I do not. Oh, right in front of my face. I probably should go 7/8, 7/8, 7/8. I should probably swap this and this, and then put 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. And I should probably move these 2 over here, or this over here, 3/4, and then make. Oh, I'm not gonna do that on camera, or should I? Screw it. I don't have nothing else going on. Saturday. I'm going to make this row here all 1.125. I don't even know what this is. This is 5/8. This doesn't go over here. I should be slick and go 1.125, 7/8, 3/4, 5/8, 1/2 inch. And then I'd run out of room for 3/8. But okay, get that out of here. Some of these are so dirty. 1.125, 1.125, which I hardly ever use. Do I want to put this? No, I do not. In the pocket. It's all going in the pocket. Okay, we're going to move this over to here. I'm going to set all the 3/8 in a row. Okay, so I got, what is, this is 5/8. Why do I have 1/2 inch stuff? I don't ever use half. This whole thing is still 1/2. You know what I'm probably going to have to do? And I don't want to. I should probably keep the street 90s and the 90s separate. But then what do I do with all the couplings? Oh, all these problems. Because if I want to grab it, I can go, oh, that's a street. But if it's in the same bin, then I'll be like, is that a street or is that a 90? I guess what I'll do is I'll just throw all the couplings. Screw it. I'll throw all the 90s in with the couplings. Got enough room, who cares? Okay, now all this 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch will go down here. I never use 1/2 inch. And it's not 1/2 inch water either. I have a plumbing box of 1/2 and 3/4. 1/2 inch water is 5/8 refrigeration, just so you guys know. I need Jesus in the chat. He's an HVAC guy. He knows what's up. Okay. 5/8. 5/8 is in the pocket. And I got couplings, streets, and 90s. It all go in the same box. Do I want to do that though? I guess I do. Okay. This is 3/4. This is 3/4, and that's 3/4. And then I got 7/8. So I need to do, got a dilemma. Solved it. I will put all of my bushings and couplings in here. See, that's big one on the bottom should be 7/8 anyways, because those are big fittings. I think it's been set up like this for probably a decade. Who knows? I never use any of these bushings anyways. You can just take, if you got 7/8 and you have 3/4 pipe, the 3/4 goes inside of the 7/8. You don't even need a coupling. All right. I already got some issues going on here. That's a 90. That's a 90. That's a 90. 90. 90. Oh, so there was only one street 90. So that fits pretty nice. I like it. We're going to go street. Street 90. I can even put some more. Do I got any more? Heck yeah, I do. Get in there. That's all we got. Okay, and then the 7/8 couplings, which I probably should get more of, because those I'm actually going to use. Over there. And then all this 3/4. So I'll have 3/4 90s. 3/4 90s. Look at me getting stuff done for work on a Saturday when I'm not even getting paid. This is the kind of stuff I should be doing on the job, but guess what? When it's cold out and the job is over, you're pretty much just throwing the stuff in the truck and you're leaving. That's how that goes. So 7/8, 3/4, 5/8. Got an empty bin here. Bushings. All the 3/8. Inch and an eighth. How you like them apples? What the fuck is all this? More street 90s. That's what's up. I like it. I like it a lot. Freaking Wolf Brothers. What does that even say? BMI. Oh. Oh. I see what's up. Okay. Here's how dumb they are at Wolf Brothers. See how it says 3/4 90-degree long? Yeah, this is water fitting. That's why it's so thin. And I told the guy I was doing refrigeration. Because 3/4 water is 7/8 refrigeration. See? So this is all 3/4 water, just long radius. So I should throw this in my plumbing, even though when are you ever going to use long radius for plumbing? You're not. You know, and I know I paid a boatload for these too. Those guys, I don't want to use that for refrigeration. I like the thicker wall. It has to be the thicker wall. This is crap. Send those to FG2. Just burn them. Okay. I am going to close this because I am done. Am I done? Well, I don't know what to do with all those. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with all of these. Because I don't have any idea why I have so many. 3/8 to half. It's not even a thing. I don't even know why I would have that. Like, I can understand why I would have 3/4 to 5/8 because I did a bunch of jobs. I did a job with a bunch of where the evaporator was 5/8 and I ran 3/4 pipe, so I had to buy couplings for that. But why I have these, I don't know. But anyways, well, it was a fun stream. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.